Hi, it's Jeff Fox from Command Performance AV in Falls Church, Virginia. We're here at the Capitol Audio Fest 2024 in our large room at Democracy. And I think we put together a really interesting system that people are really enjoying as our throwback to the 80s. And for all of our electronics this year, we are very pleased to have Nick Doshi of Doshi Audio as the key component that brings all of this together for us. So Nick, we're using all your equipment here. How long has Doshi Audio been in business?
Doshi Audio officially started in 2006, so we're approaching our 20th year, our second decade, I should say, in business, and we're pleased with the company of Command Performance, our dealer in Falls Church, Virginia, and Jeff Fox, to be able to present to you our Evolution series of components. All of the amplification that you will hear in this room is our Evolution series, starting with the line preamplifier. This particular unit has a little bit of customization going on in that it has red displays versus the standard blue, but the line preamplifier is a completely differential input through output design and can be specified with any type of balanced or single-ended input, as well as balanced or single-ended output. It also has a passive home theater bypass, so if you are to integrate it into your home theater system, it provides you a very easy way to do that.
And remote controllable too, right?
It's remote controllable of volume, input, and phase. Yeah.
In terms of colors, I see this is black, this is
That's
silver.
natural silver.
Anything, any combination customer specifies on ordering?
Well, you know, our standard two offerings are the black anodized and the natural silver anodized. We have on occasion built different shapes and sizes for custom customers. So, you know, by all means, feel free to ask Jeff about your needs, and we'll see how we can accommodate them for you.
We see a lot of these tube amplifiers and preamplifiers around the show using really strange, exotic tubes. What's your philosophy on what type of tubes to use?
My philosophy is that you should use the tubes that are best suited to the design purpose. And in my experience, what I've found is that using audio tubes that were designed for audio amplification may sound a bit mundane, but is actually a very good long-term policy, because you will never be in a situation with a Doshi product where you have to go searching around the world for some exotic tube. It's a 12 series, 9-pin miniature in the preamplifiers, and it's a 8-pin octo that's very easily available for the amplifier. So that's my personal philosophy, is I don't want to impart a sense of audiophile nervosa on a customer, just that every time they turn their unit on, they feel like, oh my god, I gotta go search for tubes. These are provided with stock tubes that sound great, and you can go out in the open market and retube any Doshi preamplifier or any amplifier on your own, or you can contact us.
So the tubes cost less than the equipment.
The tubes cost vastly less than the equipment.
Right.
It was designed to do that. They were also, the way that the units are constructed, they serve two purposes. One is that the sub-chassis are isolated from the main chassis for acoustic isolation purposes, as well as you can see that the tubes are exposed, and this allows the end user to be able to experiment with different tube rolling.
Excellent. Next we have your Photostage down here.
And the Photostage is comes stock with 1 or 2 moving coil inputs and 1 moving magnet input, as a total of 3 inputs. Each moving coil input has remote control of loading, as well as a couple of memory positions, so that you can alternate between your loads to see which one sounds better.
So we might want to see that.
Yeah, so
because that is truly a unique feature.
So we can display, and that's input 2 at 250 ohms, and as you can see with the remote control, I am changing the loading in steps of 10 ohms. You can go from 10 ohms all the way up to 10K in 10 ohm steps. which allows you almost limitless flexibility. You might want to find the right spot and then forget about it, because otherwise you'll be playing with it forever. But
Which a lot of audiophiles
I know,
will
that's-
anyways.
I know. So, but it's there. The moving coil head amplifier in this unit is a differential device, which means it lets you use your moving coil cartridge in balanced mode, and provides the maximum signal to noise and rejection.
And no step-up transformer inside.
No, there's actually a step-down transformer in the moving coil section in the output, which allows me to go from differential to single-ended, and provides a much lower output impedance to drive the tube section. So the way the preamplifier is designed is it has 74 dB of full overall gain. The first 26 is provided by the moving coil section, and then the moving magnet section provides about 50 dB of gain. So,
And we're using an Etna cartridge here, SL single layer, which is really also super low output. And generally what you'll find people having to do is use a separate step-up transformer. But with the Doshi, we don't worry about it at all. Any cartridge you will have out there, we've yet to find one that it won't drive, that it will not drive. It's
so
really special that way.
the goal was to be able to use an Ortofon SPU or a similarly low output cartridge like an Audio Note IO, something that has a
Yeah.
0.005 output, and without needing any step-up device. So that was the idea.
Thank you.
Signal to noise ratio on the Photostage is in excess of 80 dB. It's exceedingly quiet, dynamic unit that just has a sense of effortlessness to its sound. So we're very happy with it.
And down there we got the outboard power supplies for each unit.
Each preamplifier unit has its own outboard power supply. With the Evolution series, a majority of the work went into the power supply design. These are all fully regulated power supplies and have vanishingly low levels of noise, designed with custom transformers, custom power transformers, custom umbilical wire that goes between the power supply and the preamplifier unit. So every detail in this design was attended to maximize performance.
And what about these big boys here?
Yeah, those are the Evolution Series monoblock amplifiers. They are rated at 160 watts RMS into an optimized output of 5 ohms. So they can drive 4 ohm loudspeakers, 8 ohm loudspeakers without having to change taps and upset the balance of the output transformer. It was a design decision that we made to make it easier on folks on the end user side, as well as keep our design with the amplifier, the feedback circuitry, everything very stable. So it's the design for this amplifier was, how do you get a reasonable power output using the minimal amount of amplification stages. And this amplifier has only 3 amplification stages.
Wow.
And less than 20 dB of feedback to achieve 100 watts.
It looks like KT150 tubes for the power.
KT150 tubes for the power, a input pentode, and dual triode drivers for each side, which are the 12 SJ series and the 12 SN series. So
Very affordable tubes.
these tubes you can buy NOS tubes for less than $25, and it's just also designed to take away that sense of apprehension for a new tube owner who has to worry about getting replacement tubes. So,
And what about for inputs?
each amplifier has a balanced input as well as a single-ended input. On these amplifiers, we call it balanced and direct. The direct input is when it does not go through a balanced to single-ended converter. But they both sound excellent, and we're using these amplifiers in balanced mode at the show here with excellent results.
Fantastic. What's the warranty on your products?
The warranty on the products is 3 years. As on a personal note, I have never charged a customer for any warranty repairs ever.
Awesome.
And I get customers from 2006, sending their units in because they want to just have it checked over, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, as long as Doshi Audio is in business, we will treat our customers in that sense. We don't, you know, want our customers to worry about, you know, what will happen. Also, on another personal note, is the way that these components are designed, every single part is over-specified. If the circuit requires a 1/2 watt resistor, we use a 2 watt custom TKD resistor. You know, the power transformers inside these amplifiers are designed to be suitable for a 500 watt RMS amplifier. The power transformer in these amps doesn't even know it's on. It doesn't know it's working. You know, it's that over-specified. So is the output transformer is designed for a 400 watt amplifier. So a lot of my engineering background as a broadcast engineer kind of came into play, with reliability being, you know, paramount in all of these units, and that's how we approach our design and our products.
And this is the type of company we really like to work with. Ones that care, it's their passion, it's their products, they're gonna take care of you. We as a company try to take care of you. And while these are, you know, stock products, you really wanna go all out, Nick is willing to, you know, customize units. He built me a Photostage that's just off the charts, custom this, the best of that. All that's an option when you buy your Doshi. And you know, through your local dealer, we'll put together a worksheet, or he or she will put together a worksheet, what inputs, outputs, what parts go into it, to make sure we're gonna deliver to you the best that Nick has to meet your needs. And that's why we love working with Nick. Thank you for being part of the room.
I'd like to say that's why we love working with Jeff and Command Performance, is that you want to find somebody who sees the value you put in your product, and that's why we love being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if you like what we're doing here, give us the thumbs up, subscribe, and we will keep on putting more content out for you. Thank you.